viewer submission for Doom Foretold here. So the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. That player can't. They discard a card, lose 2 life, draw a card, and you draw a card, gain 2 life, and make it 2/2. So we pair Doom Foretold with a bunch of cards we don't mind sacrificing, like Oath of Kaya and Treacherous Blessing that hang out and play. Things like Companion and Lithoform Blight that draw cards they come into play, and Trial as well. And then Rite of Oblivion's other kind of payoff kind of card for having all these miscellaneous permanents sitting in play that we don't mind getting rid of. And then we've also got Demonic Pact here as a card that can generate some value and be sacrificed to Doom Foretold. And then we're an 80 card Yorion deck, because why not? We got some cheeky top end here with Brilliant Restoration as well as Cavalier of Dawn as another way to kind of recur value with our enchantments. So let's go ahead and pop on into some Explorer matches with this and see how it goes. Trying to play medium cards like Cast Out to maximize the power level of... Playing medium cards like Cast Out to maximize the power level of our 7-mana spell is, generally speaking, not good deck building. Well, okay. One of these things is not like the others. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, did I join Best of 1 by mistake? I totally queued for Best of 1 by mistake. Playblade 1, Jeff 0. It's a pleasant experience. The Playblade. I'll get a little bit of warm up in before we stand up here. To the 51 months, Fizzy Dragon. Welcome back. The bottom, Trial of Ambition against opposing Yorion. Pile agreed, it looks like. Also be an Agent of Treachery stack of cards. Playing a Yorion deck also means we have plenty of planes for the Eiganjo here, which is nice. It's 2-mana Kavu, Legal and Explorer. It is not. Are you having fun yet, chat? I'm having fun.
I have just the trick for this.
Oh, so you discard 2. And then we get to Meathook Massacre. We get to Meathook Massacre, the Agent, and the Kiki off the board at least.
Thoughtfulness before action. You started this fight, but I'm going to.
Guards, to me.
Well, they're just gonna get to Narset me again next turn. So I guess we do this. I think I'm just Doom Foretolding here. Doesn't accomplish a ton this turn because they get to just replay another Narset, but it's gonna keep wearing through their stuff. The Meathook I can sack for free. Our Demonic Pact, unfortunately, doesn't have a 3rd chapter because drawing 2 cards isn't going to work while they have an Narset out. But I can Yorion to reset it.
To surrender now, I must keep an open mind.
I thought it was gonna be a long one. Silly chat. Leave a Meathook in just for like that game like we saw last time where we sweep up their Kikijiki. Have some Blight, opponent. Blight onto you and yours. Okay. So, Grafdigger's Cage works against Transmogrify, but it doesn't work against Indomitable Creativity. So, Runestone and Grafdigger. And part of the other problem is, too, what you have to understand is, like, I know we got Transmogrified in that particular game, and we felt bad about it, but, like, these decks also aren't just... They're not just Transmogrify decks, right? Like, this is a value control deck that can reasonably cast its Agent of Treacheries as the game goes along. And on top of that, they're also just an 80-card Magic deck. So there's going to be games where, like, you draw that sideboard card and it just literally has no text. They just didn't draw their Transmogrify. I didn't Doom Foretold there because I want to wait until I can Thoughtseize plus Doom Foretold. Agent of Treachery is banned in Historic, which is just like fucking comical at this point. The whole Historic ban list is just a bad joke at this point. Insert aren't they all bad jokes meme, but like, yeah, it's real bad. As is always the case in literally every Magic the Gathering format that exists, Wizards of the Coast consistently fails to go back and reevaluate their ban list as their formats change and become more powerful. Power level is contextual, and Historic, it's even more obnoxious and embarrassing because it's like, well... you could just be, you don't even have to unban them. You could just rebalance things. Now, it's not fair to say that Teferi came off the Historic ban list without any rebalances. Teferi came off the Historic ban list and got a bit of a buff. Nomad, thank you for the 34 months. Welcome back. Ooh, Thoughtseize. Plus the land is nice. You take their agent. So if I Cavalier their Fable, my Doom Foretold will trigger next turn and let me draw a card and get a thing. I mean, Agent of Treachery is super easy to make fine, right? You just make it so it's a cast trigger, or when this enters, if it was cast, it happens. It's super clean and straightforward. Hey, thanks for checking out the sponsor, Fat Robot. Welcome back, appreciate it. Don't ask me why I attacked with the 2-2. It was a misclick. There's another format coming to Arena? No? Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice the Cavalier to get rid of the fires, and then this will get back Doom Foretold, which will then trigger and get... Oh, it goes back to hand. Why did I think this put it back into play? I'm a big dumb stupid shit. Probably gonna die because of that. In my brain, this put it into play. His card would be good if it put it into play, dude. Mistakes were made. Well, Sun Titans isn't a die trigger, right? That's a ETB and attack. Oh, I did forget we had a thing over here. I should have Thoughtseize first here. Oh yeah, that's why my brain was bad. Cavalier of Night puts it directly into play. That's true, I forgot about that. So we're not dead on board because the Doom Foretold is gonna gain us life and make us a 2/2 here. Restoration will bring back a few things here. We got Doom Foretold, Oathakaya, and Treacherous Blessing. We can draw a land. Yorion here lets us move Lithoform Blight onto one of their utility lands here. Which is kind of nice. Cut them off of... I think I'd rather cut them off of making 1/1s because our life total is so low. It's close though. I have one of the Meathooks in my deck currently.
I know 88 ways to defeat, meditate, and prepare.
I will change the world when evolution provides.
That should be all, folks, right? Yeah, I got some bad news for you about the future of Explorer as a format. Both Croakies and Yellow Hat have been playing a bunch of Explorer to prep for the qualifier or whatever this weekend, and they're both playing blue-white Dirtle stuff. So, like, if you don't like playing into Endless Control, that's probably not changing anytime soon. I think I'm taking Fable with the hope that we kind of make their hand clunky and they don't cast one of these on curve. Kunio is also testing control stuff. Yeah, sounds right. Good stuff. Fun experience. Yeah, like, I think it's fine for there to be, like, one format where, like, control is good, but it's just exhausting that just, like, creatures are bad in every fucking Magic format today. Like, can we just have, like, one constructed format where, like, attacking and blocking is a good thing to be doing? Draw Yorion here. I'm gonna wait to play out this Blight, because I want to try and Blight their Den of the Bugbear. Restoration here, actually. Can't we have formats where both are good? Not really. So, when do-nothing control decks are super competitive, they tend to exist being competitive by pushing creature decks out of the format. So, if attacking and blocking doesn't exist in formats where control decks are good. It is in fact an either or. You can't have both. Alright, this Yorion's actually kind of a banger here, huh? Get to draw 2 cards and blink the yeah, they are mutually exclusive. Binary is not the term you're looking for. Mutually exclusive is the vernacular that's escaping you. A format having attacking and blocking being meaningful and control being good is not possible. Because control decks don't care about attacking and blocking. That's true. Sometimes control formats can have a hyper-linear aggro deck that's just attacking. There's a reason why we include the and blocking in there when we talk about it. That's a good show. So, Go Blank seems good because they're often a Croxa deck. They might have enough miscellaneous poopers that Trial of Ambition isn't very good. I think this is a 4th Meathook in matchup to clean up after their freaky kiki card. Are cards like Lost Legacy or Necromentia good? I don't think so. I don't think any, like, the Agent of Treachery decks wouldn't be playable if Agent of Treachery was the only thing that was good about them. Those decks are good in oh, I don't want Thoughtseize in this matchup. Let's cut those and get some more cards to play to the board in my deck. Those decks would not be good if that was the only thing about them. The Agent of Treachery decks are simply control decks that happen to have a combo when they can do that, and that is good. But they do so much more than just put Agent into play. We will be getting Historic Anthology 6 this summer, which is supposed to be focused around getting Pioneer staples into Magic Arena. Hey, thanks for the over 3 years. Good nuts. Welcome back. Yeah, Bring to Light would be a great inclusion for sure. I expect, speaking of control decks, I am kind of expecting Supreme Verdict, Treasure Cruise, and Dig Through Time to all be included in Historic Anthology 6. So, all I'm saying is Control Summer might be getting worse before it gets better with regards to Explorer. It might be getting worse. Hopefully Elvish Mystic is included. That would be a good shout. It's an easy card for them to program. We do not have a date for the Explorer Anthology yet. It's supposed to be sometime in July. Talking about the Baldur's Gate stuff that's coming out next week. Do we even have a card list yet? Do we know which Baldur's Gate cards are going to be in the set? No, Baldur's Gate is this month. July is Historic Anthology 3. Rakdos midrange in Explorer is exactly like how Jund used to be in Modern. It's very heavily played, and its win rate does not justify the amount of play that the deck sees. Baldur's Gate releases on July 7th. Oh, really? I'm gonna be honest, chat. I thought it was this month. Why are people telling me about something that's next week? Is the early access like 2 weeks in advance? That would be a strange decision. I think I would rather the Treacherous Blessing get counter than the Doom Foretold get counter, but it's close there. You have to pay an extra 2 mana here, but we do get to kill their Strict Proctor. Going on, Gazabi. Thank you for the 73 months. Welcome back. Can try this. Mostly out of gas. I guess they have a creature land and a right. We're a little bit out on board. They shocked in, so they're like cycling a Shark Typhoon this turn or something. Okay. So I think we just take them off their creature land, right? So they just can't race us. Lithoform Blight's actually really good in these control matchups, huh? It's just like cantripping card that takes out your utility land.
Who harms my people must contend with me. My judgment is
a little annoying. To finish her at least if they plus her up. That's right, just attack her too. Scry me a river, baby.
Let's skip to the good part.
Until next time, then. Let your blade do the talking.
On schedule. Hold that thought.
Well, I'm gonna prioritize spell Gearhulk could be flashing back. I think Elspeth Conquers Death is more likely than Gearhulk. my prioritization has been about. My Hive exiles.
This is hardly my worst.
Take away their scrying here. Then hopefully we can just win a top deck war with our creature land. And our couple of resources we have here already. It's a nice one. Let's do this. And if that somehow didn't work, we could Cavalier next turn. Or Rite of Oblivion.
I'm not confident. May your blade strike true. Guards, to me.
I just make a 3/3 here. Play out Demonic Pact. No, they definitely could have saved the shark with the Wanderer and killed me. They missed it. Opponent's not used to playing with creatures.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Just jumping. I'm supposed to fire up my Hive here too. We need to draw some cards, right? I'm not winning with the cards I currently have in my hand.
I'll be back.
Exile this. I'm taking 11 on this attack. And then next turn, my Wandering Emperor can exile their Hall of the Storm Giants, paying for ward. And then Eiganjo can kill their 2/2. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Is that lethal? That one might be lethal. So I cast this, and then I spend 4 mana animating a Hive. I chump block, and then I Eiganjo something else using the Hive for mana. If they have nothing, I'm not dead here. If they can interact with any of my plays, I die. Are technically not dead yet. Alright, that'll do it. Isle of Ambition out, Meathook out, some Go Blanks, and some Archons in. Vanishing Verse is probably fine. A Spirited Companion because of Narset. What are the turn clocks at? I would wager both of us are above 20 minutes. Just because everybody's always perpetually above 20 minutes. Spaceman. Our opponent is just being glacial with actually everything they do, even sideboarding. Play a whole game of Marvel Snap while we wait for our opponent to sideboard shit. The opponent used 9 minutes and 40 seconds in that first game. I used 5 minutes and 40 seconds. I think it's this one. Maybe. I don't know. I'm playing into the disruption here because I just want to play on curve the next couple of turns. The disruption, I'd rather it hit Blight than hit Emperor or Cavalier. Hey, thanks for the 27-month spread. Welcome back. Yeah, Snap's great. All the Snap metrics have been really good. The dedicated Marvel Snap YouTube channel I put up is the fastest growing YouTube channel I've ever had. So be interested to see if that metric keeps up. So I'm picking up new folks at a good rate. Yeah, I agree. The game is not even out yet. Alright, so hopefully at least one of these Dream Trawlers is going to get tagged by Go Blank. And we're hoping to draw a Doom Foretold for the other one. Right. Snap's first balance patch is supposed to be in about a week and a half. Apparently, they did not predict needing to do one so soon, so they didn't have that piece of technology in place to make that happen. Hey, thanks for the 2/3 of a year, CNC. Welcome back. All right, well, I guess we're just jamming this because I don't have anything else to do, and I have a second one. We are not just jamming the next one because this is our answer to this. So it's funny, the comment about the Nova deck is actually very similar to the discussion we were just having about the Agent of Treachery deck. So you're right that there's like counterplay to the Nova card, but the problem is that when you have counterplay to Nova, you often just lose to like Devil Dino Collector Moon Girl. So like something that kind of transcends card games is like, you know, there are always answers to particular things, but good decks usually aren't just doing one thing, and the reason why good decks are hard to attack is because you have to beat them on multiple axes. Now, unfortunately, our Doom Foretold doesn't get any value. It just trades 1-for-1 here, but trading 1-for-1 with a Dream Trawler feels like a win. Frankly, all your eggs should be in the same basket, otherwise you're wasting baskets. Sage advice. Hey, nice, Nighthawk. That's nothing to scoff at. Congrats on hitting it. 60% is great. Yeah, this does not say other. It can target itself. You just want to like get a 3/3 and get an enchantment back, but I think I'd rather have a 4/6 here. Drake Proctor is like rudely good against our deck. Yes, BlueStacks does support Xbox controllers. Just jam another one here. Hopefully not that, Nor. Oh my gosh, they exiled my graveyard too. Oh, shit. Oh, make it stop. Farewell is definitely a fire magic card. That is 100% accurate. This is my noodle. Noodle.
I'm not going to sit. Keep up the pace.
Okay, the Landra here means that I can fire up Hive of the Eye Tyrant and also Wandering Emperor this turn when I attack with them. So hopefully we can kill their Planeswalker. It doesn't even do the board, right? Like it also exiles your graveyards too. It's just so sad.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
I like the snap designs that are the ones you draw on specific turns. Domino, Quicksilver, and Chavez. They have really, really interesting deck building considerations.
Let me know if you're up for round 2.
Alright, we're technically winning this race, right? We're both dead in 3, but they're dead in 3 slightly sooner. Ooh, a piece of candy. Yes, Leader is a strong card. Oh, I posted in the Discord. I opened Mr. Negative last night, so we can screw around with that this afternoon. We're going to play that in Cerebro. Can we swap over here in a little bit? Oh my god, chat. Make it stop, please, for the love of God. I don't know that our deck is playable in a format where Farewell exists. guess we're killing the 1/1, huh? Okay, I mean, Emperor gets to exile Ronus. Yeah, planner cleansing is so much worse than Farewell, because not only does it not exile and does it not tag the graveyards, but it also doesn't give you control over what you're actually getting rid of. Like planner cleansing was a full reset. Farewell, you can leave key things in play if they're better for you to leave in play. Gold to me, bro. Don't do it. Sure. Are we putting the 1/1 counter on this thing? Oh, it lets Lovestruck Beast attack. Got it.
I am almost sad to see you go.
Let's make it a 2/2 here.
We must protect.
Yes, yeah, planner cleansing was triple white. It is also accurate. Got a Seiju or something to kill my Doom, or are they just reading it? Probably just reading it. Card that hasn't been around for a hot second. What's going on, Messiah? Thanks for the 8 months. Welcome back. I'm gonna Yorion here, because I'd rather sack a Yorion than sack my Demonic Pact, I think. Anything else that we could play other than those two? This is a no value Yorion, but it is what it is. Oh, they're a collected company fight rigging deck. Let the greed flow through you, eh? I assume they take the Cavalier here, because if we draw and cast that, it's most bad for them. Brilliant, brilliant restoration. Not looking particularly brilliant in our hand. Oh yeah, they have Thoughtseize made too in their collecting company deck. What are statistics anyways, chat? Does anybody even really know what statistics are? The world may never know. So if they pay 4 here, we're gonna lose our Doom Foretold, but I think that's fine because it takes up the rest of their turn and it trades these two. Statistics are for nerds and unlucky people. LOL. I guess this play means I'm dead to a removal spell, but really, chat, what are the odds their deck has fight rigging, removal spells, and Thoughtseize in addition to collecting company? There's no way, right? Oh, they have the Great Hedge too. Oh, man. Oof. Oof. I guess we'll draw 2 cards, but I believe we are just dead. Should have chose lose the game, mood. Hey, thanks for 7 months, Mike. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the iteration session. I think we're gonna do sessions like that with some other decks I want to work on in this format at some point, but had some viewer decks to get through today. Definitely a Heartless Act, Noxious Grasp, Vanishing Verse matchup. Definitely a Brilliant Restoration out, a Thoughtseize out. Actually don't know how I feel about Meathook in this matchup. Seems kind of middling. Their things tend to be pretty large. Leave 1 in, I guess. Yeah, green-white scales is on my list. You get some point. Hardened scales into Luminarch Aspirant alone is probably better than a lot of what the green-black deck was doing. I would venture to guess. Alright. So... we're dead? So if we survive this combat, next turn we can Rite of Oblivion, exile something, and then Oathakaya something else, so we get a 2/2. They took my Emperor? Okay, sure. They have another Thoughtseize? Blocks. I know Black Mana. They haven't played a land yet for the turn, though. It's unfortunate that this werewolf pack leader is a 4/4, so I can't kill it with Oathakaya.
Let's get moving.
There's a Kiara. I keep forgetting they cast Collecting Company against this last game, chat. I've got like a mental block in my brain. I just can't comprehend that that is a thing that happened. There is a 60-card deck. Did their Coco hit anything? Yeah, it hit 2 good creatures. Did their Coco hit anything? Yeah, it hit 2 good creatures. They haven't cast a removal spell yet, so I'm hoping that that's just not a thing. We get to double block this turn, effectively taking no damage, and the next turn we get to Cavalier of Dawn or Oathakaya to have a 4/6 and a 3/3. We'll see. We'll see how big their board commitment is this turn. They didn't play a land last turn, which implies they currently have at least 3 spells in their hand, which is pretty worrisome. Henge is an Eldrin card. So we gain 1 from this attack. He says before getting Doombladed. Our opponent has used 12 minutes off of their clock. I have used less than 4. Incredibly frustrating experience. Like, the time difference between our 2 clocks is 2 games of Snap. This is a bit of context. That's actually big true. Great Henge was actually not particularly good during week 1 Eldraine because of Oko.
Nature flows with vigor.
I really want to play with Oko again. I really hope they give us a fixed Oko into Historic sooner rather than later. Like, I'd like to be brewing with that card. The classic Eldraine card wasn't good because of the other Eldraine card. Going on, Patches? Thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. Yeah, Teamer Oko versus Field of the Dead was a ton of fun. It was like the last time I really liked Standard. You need a level up for the channel with picture-in-picture so we can play Snap when we hit slower opponents. That reminds me of the psychopaths that used to stream like double drafting on Moto or like playing 2 league matches at once. We're probably not dead for a few turns, but I actually just never catch up from here, right? Like, every creature they play is like 2 cards. The fight rigging is gonna pop off and give them another spell. Like, yeah. Yeah, we need a farewell to have a chance. Alright, I got one more in me, but I'm feeling a little beat down playing this. Our deck does not feel like it has the power to keep up with creature decks, and it gets gone over the top of by Counterspell and Farewell control decks. My advice for all games is the same. If you don't find yourself having fun playing them, you should play something else. Life is short, and as an adult, you have lots of things you are obligated to do. You should never feel obligated or like it's a chore to play a game. Hold on, Drew. So far, Brilliant Restoration has just been stuck in our hand while we die Restoration. Yeah, it's about the time I stopped playing Raid Shadow Legends 2, Tubos. Well, I felt myself logging in out of obligation and a feeling of value. Losing value if I wasn't logging in and doing all the stuff. Meathook this. Probably Doom Foretold next turn. Imagine how many World of Warcraft subs would drop off if they stopped doing it for that reason. Yeah. Well, and to be fair, it's kind of tough, right? Like these lifestyle games are often, because of FOMO and the way collection building works, it's like, and this isn't unique to Arena, right? Like it's Raid Shadow Legends, it's World of Warcraft, it's so many others. It's like, even if you don't enjoy it in the short term, you feel committed to keep going, because what if you might like it in the future? And then when you like it in the future, well, oh, now you're behind because you weren't playing the whole time. That kind of I have to keep going, because what if it gets better and then I'll be missing out when it gets better?
You don't need me anymore.
Not letting the guild down. Yes! Yeah, I mean, it sounds so devious when you say it, but like, part of the reason social features are so important to so many games is because social features keep people playing. I quit World of Warcraft and now I spend all day on Twitter. I don't know if that's an upgrade. I feel like we could vote on it, but I feel like that might actually be a downgrade. Is it a side grade? Twitter is a modern cigarette. Oof. I think I'll give it side grade.
We've got the edge in this fight.
So our Emperor is going down to the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. She's not. That's great.
You're going to rest in pieces.
JK, LOL. I'm yelling timber. We are dead. We're super flood. Really flooded. Oh, please make the spells stop, chat. I just want the good spells to stop. Why not sack the token there instead of sacking the Massacre? Because I wanted the token to protect my Planeswalker. Brilliant Restoration would be a fantastic draw here, he says, before his graveyard gets exiled by Graveyard Trespasser and Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Yeah, chat, this Brilliant Restoration card is so bad. There's just so much incidental graveyard hate in this format. It's unreal. Oh, you meant in response to the Fatal Push. Yeah. Rite of Oblivion is not an instant. Card would be cracked. It's already pretty good. It would be completely cracked. What's going on, Pengu Power? For the 32 months, welcome back.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Alright, I'm done, chat. I'm tired of getting beat up. I don't have it in me. I thought I could do a whole nother match, but I'm not getting stuff for another game. This archetype is clunky and bad. I wish I had something meaningful to say to improve about it, but just like almost none of our cards felt good at different varying points there, and it was just all mediocre and clunky. Yeah, I'll play some Snap for a bit.